Hello everyone, this is White Wolf and we are going live doing a live about divine will. I hope everyone is doing well. And if you're coming into the live feed, just know that the divine is always looking out for you, the divine has always been with you, and the divine always orchestrates and helps you find divine timing within the will that you're supposed to know and the self-realization that you're connecting into and resonating with into. So give yourself the ability to change and grow and morph into the creation that you want to become. And when you allow yourself to do this, you'll see that everything happens because of your innate wisdom and the guidance that you're following and that little voice of spirit that helps you be guided in the way that you change and grow and connect to your divine wisdom and your divine source of energy. So when we allow ourselves to open up to this fact, to open up to this creation, to open up to the will that we want to become in that moment, we allow ourselves to have an innate clarity and an innate wisdom to do the things that we're supposed to do and do the things that really give us inspiration, really give us connection, really give us a sense of belonging and a sense of welcoming the divine within our lives, but also the ability to follow different aspects of our reality, different aspects of ourselves, but also different aspects of how we change and grow and morph into the existence that we want to become, but also accentuating the existence with something that is more deeply connected and rooted within the grounded nature that you want to express and represent within your own connection. So the ability to find that word picture of creation, to allow yourself to be the poetry that is inside of your life, to be deep and methodical, and to be reminiscent of what you want to connect to and what you want to be, and seeing that every time that you shift in this direction and shift in this innate wisdom, you follow a symmetry and a realignment to knowing that the divine has always been there for you and the divine is always with you. We just have to ask for assistance because they're supposed to aid and assist us. When the divine aid and assist us, we have to understand that we fine-tune our gifts as a way of generating an awareness, generating a connection, generating an existence that helps us become more in resonance and more in connection with the way that we present our limiting beliefs and our connection within the way that we flow and generate our own creation. So sometimes it's just being that state of existence, that state of breath, that state of reception, and that state of connection. So sometimes your divine will isn't based on how much you do or how much you forcefully do or do things on your own, but it's infusing the divine within your day so that you're connecting into the very fact that you can represent the divine in your own existence, in your own state of connection and vibrancy as a way of projecting exactly what you want within that moment, but also asking the right questions within your life because it's shifting and changing and growing into something else. So when you choose to grow and change and become something else, you are choosing to change yourself internally, but also yourself externally. You change how you present yourself. You change how you go about life and how you design your own actions in divine timing and divine will. So sometimes it's not about why we are connecting, but it's the very fact that we are connecting. So it's being connected in a sense of following your design in the things that you want to do and the things that are important to you. When you follow what is important to you, and also you allow yourself to say what you want to say and what you want to do within your own creation. So don't be afraid of who you are and what you want to be, because at the end of the day, we have to truly be ourselves. We have to truly be ourselves to the extent that it's just automatically authentic and it just comes naturally and it's just the way that we are. But also making decisions that are important to our life that develop a new routine and develop a new sense of quantity over quality. So it's about the quality. It's not about the quantity sometimes within life. Sometimes we think that it is. But it's that deciphering of that message and that connection and that realignment to how you want to flow towards your energy within action. So life changes drastically. Life changes because it's pushing you into another threshold of your existence. And whenever this happens, this demonstrates a reflection of a teacher within you, but also the ability to use application. And whenever we use application, then we actually apply the will that is presented to us. And it gives us that sense of empowerment and that epiphany that we are in a new paradigm or new timeline or experience itself. So, exclusion is inclusion. When you include something within your space, you exclude something else. So there's always a plus and a minus, multiplication, subtraction, dissecting something, and deciphering something within your journey. So it's not about having all the answers. I don't believe I have all the answers myself. But it's divine will to embrace your free will. So embrace that you have the freedom to do a lot of things, but we have to look through different avenues and different perceptions so that we're able to connect to that. So sometimes your relationship with yourself is the relationship that you have with Source. When you have a relationship with Source, you allow yourself to connect into a deeper part of your essence. So meaning Source wants you to channel the existence and the inherent knowingness of God within it, to know your vocabulary, to find out what it is that you want to say and want to do, and also being directed by the voice of Spirit, because truth always stands. Truth has to stand on something. Truth never is eliminated, it's eternal. So eternally, we can see that every time that we choose to speak these prophetic words, we're connecting to another essence of our own prophecy that has yet been foretold, meaning future timelines, experiences, changing the paradigm, changing the way that you view reality and not just seeing it as an illusion, but seeing it as a vortex of creation. So at the end of the day, what's beautiful about creation and elevating and connecting into your divine will is that our life has to change in order for something new to come in that's much better. So sometimes out with the old and in with the new helps us really change and exist as we're finding the missing link within our reality. And what's beautiful about this is that we connect to different gifts. We connect to different extensions of Source energy. And we connect to the existence that we want to be a part of. And we're not allowing ourselves to sacrifice that for something that we don't want within our current reality, but we're allowing ourselves to incorporate something else so that we're finding our different placements and our different pockets of energy. So different vortexes, different energy centers that we're connecting into. So it's finding your center, it's finding your structure within your reality, and it's finding what makes your reality more vibrant in the state of connection that you want to be and apply and to resonate as. So this means that our reality is always trying to get us to be a deeper portion of ourselves, a deeper portion of our extension, a deeper portion of the buffet of life, knowing that we have a spread, knowing that we have something to offer within our reality. So just know that you're worth it, know that you have something to offer, you have something to give, and you have something to live too. And sometimes we feel like just because we know ourselves now doesn't mean that the person later on is the person that knows itself already. So when you think about that distinction, when you think about that distinction of your future self already knows you, already knows what you're going to do, already knows what's going to transpire, but also we have the ability to change the energy, change the cause, and change the effect, and manipulate the energy around us so that our reality is coming to a greater connection of Source energy. So we have the ability to innately, inherently change the course of our reality and how it's being generated towards us. So we hold ourselves to a specific standard, a specific structure, a specific way of seeing ourselves, but also activating the sense of having a drive, having energy, having something to live for. And then we find our purposeful purpose. That's what's beautiful about this, is the divine will helps us find our purposeful purpose. We see that we change, we see that we grow, we see that we initiate a different timeline, and we see that no matter what we do, it has to come from what inspires us and what helps us experiment with our enlightenment, but also the ability to connect into your divine wisdom. So, just know yourself. Don't forget, never lose sight of who you are, and know that life can change drastically if you really want it to. It can change emphatically, directly, in a deep correlation of knowing source energy within. Thank you, and God bless, guys.